Africa is being treated.
All right, good morning everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. Well, on this video you can see clearly this is Patrice Lumumba. This Patrice Lumumba is a Congolese, right? Is a freedom fighter. For those of you who don't know who Patrice Lumumba is, now let me explain who Patrice Lumumba is. Patrice Lumumba, like Patrick Emery Lumumba, was born in 1925 and he died in 1961. He was executed in 1961. Was a Congolese nationalist leader and the first prime minister of the Republic of Congo. After it gained independence from Belgium in 1960, what he did, he led the independence movement. Lumumba was a key figure in pushing for Congolese independence from Belgian colonial rule. He co-founded the political party called Movement National Congolese, that is MNC, which prompted national unity and independence. He became prime minister in 1960 after Congo gained independence on June 30th, 1960. Lumumba became the first democratically elected prime minister. Spoke against colonialism at the independence ceremony attended by King Belgium. Lumumba delivered a powerful speech condemning an exploitation of Belgian colonial rule. The speech made him popular among many Africans, but angered Belgian authorities. Faced political crisis soon after independence. Congo fell into chaos, army mutiny, and the cession of the mineral-rich Katanga region. During the Cold War, Lumumba sought assistance from the Soviet Union, which alarmed Western powers, right? Arrest and assassination. In September 1960, he was dismissed from the office and later arrested after power struggle with President Joseph Kasa-Vubu and Army Chief Mobutu Seko on the January 17, 1961. Lumumba was assassinated in Katanga in a killing later linked to Belgian officers and supporters by foreign interests. Well, let me just stop it here, right? You know this video, I saw this video yesterday night on Instagram. I watched the video and I was crying. I shed tears anyway. This video you watched here was exactly how Patrice Lumumba was humiliated and was assassinated by his own people. You know, most of the time the problem we have in Africa here is that we choose to glorify the oppressors and then fight our liberators. This is exactly what is happening in Africa, and it has been happening right from the onset till now, till date. Even in our generation, it's happening. We fight people that are fighting to liberate us, and we glorify our oppressors. We magnify our oppressors and make our oppressors look like they are doing well. Meanwhile, we are fighting and killing our liberators. Now, this video you are seeing here was how Patrice Lumumba was beaten while he was alive when he was the first prime minister of Congo, and he was sacked from the office and later by the Belgian-led government, and later his people started finding a way to kill him, eliminate him with the influence of the foreign powers, with the influence of the Belgian leadership government. And at the end of the day, he was eliminated. He was killed in cold blood, all because he stood for what is right. And what Patrice Lumumba was also emphasizing on then is exactly what Congo is going through now. Now you can see how we literally betray our own for our own selfish interest and selfish gain. This is exactly what Gaddafi faced in Africa. If I tell you that Gaddafi's assassination was linked with African leaders and the Western leaders, they all collaborated together to eliminate Gaddafi. And today, what is happening in Libya today? Nobody cares what's going on there. There's no leadership in Libya for the past 15 years. There's no accountability. There's nothing. Libya is in chaos. And this is exactly what they did to Patrice Lumumba. And a lot of African leaders, a lot of African heroes went through the same thing. Somebody like Fela Anikulapo Kuti, exactly that is what Fela Anikulapo went through. He was humiliated, he was beaten by the people that he's fighting for, by the same people that he's fighting for. They were glorifying the oppressors and be, looking for a way to eliminate their liberator. And today it's becoming obvious to everyone that we are the real problem of ourselves. We are the main problem of ourselves, not even the colonizers. Because the colonial government, when they came and left, it was left for us to fix what was, damaged, during that colonial rule. But no, what we focused on was fighting ourselves, and we are still fighting ourselves till date. It's the people that come out that decided to volunteer themselves to fight for what is right. We are fighting them on the ground. This is exactly what is happening between VDM and Nigerians. Very dark man between Nigeria, very dark man and Nigerians. This is exactly what happened between Kwame Nkrumah and the Africans. This is exactly what also happened between Idi Amin of Uganda and the Africans. It's exactly the same thing that happened between Amilcar Cabral of Guinea-Bissau and Africans. We fight our liberators, and they glorify oppressors because of our selfish gain and selfish interest. And I keep asking, when will this thing stop? And most of the time, these people don't understand that this heinous, these atrocities that we are committing is our children and unborn children that will pay for it. That is why most of these people, their children are wayward. Their children are wayward. Their children are drug addicts. In America, their children are wayward. All the money that they I can remember vividly. Let me tell you one story. In my maternal home, right, there's one man that is by the name Emmanuel, right? This man was one of the people that sold their own people during the slave trade. He killed a lot of people during the Biafran War. He did all manner of atrocities, accumulating wealth for himself. He was the first man to build story building in my mom's village, right? Now, when this man died, the man's wealth all vanished. In that man's compound today, there is nobody that can amount to anything till date. There is none. Both the man's children, both the man's grandchildren, both the man's great-grandchildren, that family now is a wayward family. So the man's wealth vanished, his integrity vanished, everything about him vanished. The glory of that man vanished. This is exactly what African leaders will face in the nearest future. Don't mind the money that they are accumulating. They will submit the budget of trillions upon trillions of naira. At the end of the day, they will accumulate those money for themselves and abandon the people and leave the people in abject poverty. They would be thinking that they've already accumulated wealth. Just like what I saw. This man was a devil man. He was making mouth that he's more powerful now, he's more richer now because he's a minister. He was a former governor and now a minister, so he's accumulating wealth for himself and putting his son on the track of politics. Right now, he feels like he have arrived, but in a long run, after many years, the grandchildren will pay for it. The great-grandchildren will pay for it. The fourth generation will pay for it. We cannot shy away from the fact that nature works, and it will definitely boomerang. One day we will pay for what we have done in this life. We can't run away from it. So that is exactly what happened to Patrice Lumumba. He was betrayed by his own people. He was assassinated by his own. He was eliminated by his own people, killed in cold blood. And at the end of the day, what is happening in Congo today? You may not understand the negative effect of your atrocities until when the consequences start manifesting, then you get to understand. Today, there is no peace in Congo. Despite everything, there is no single peace in Congo. Congo have never experienced peace for a very long time, all because of what they did to Patrice Lumumba. The blood of Patrice Lumumba today is crying and will keep crying till tomorrow until they realize their mistakes and ask for forgiveness, and God will forgive them. To be honestly speaking, we must learn to change our ways because we are the problem of ourselves in Africa. Until the day we realize that we are a problem of ourselves in Africa, then we can have a very positive change in Africa. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys in the next one.